talking about how to go live with confidence and ease. This is my 4 o'clock live. That is not quite 4 o'clock anymore. So we're going to get started in just a few moments. Got to get myself going, trying to set up my screen so I can go live, you all. Thank you all for being here. If you are new to my room, feel free to come in, ask questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. So, again, this is my 4 o'clock live. Appreciate you all being here. Hello. My screen changed on me when I was typing my words. You beat me just by a hair. I love it. Oh my gosh. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. How's everything going? My screen was coming on. As you could tell, a girl is running super late. I said goals. I um I have I was doing a board. I was doing my board before I went live. Okay, how are you? I'm doing well. I was like, not a board. I'm sorry. I was doing a video about how to do a board tutorial. And so your girl finally did that video. It was me procrastinating. This is a video I should have done months ago, easily months ago. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a board video. I'm gonna do a board video. And so now I finally did it. So it's finally out there. It's out there for the world. And I'm happy. Goals. But it's part of my commitment to go and do content, 3 pieces of content every day. So I was like, I think it's something to do. And so what I'm doing is actually trying to like take content that I know I should have been doing, things I know I should be saying, things I say all the time in my life. I'm like, okay, what did I talk about? What do I do? What am I saying? So now um I'm using that as kind of my motivation just to do something, whether it's repeating stuff I say in the live all the time or if it is like doing a tutorial video. So that's what that was. That was a tutorial video. I finally did it, even did a little voiceover, and it didn't take long. I should have just done it. Didn't take long at all. I think it took me 15 minutes maybe to record it as I wanted it to look on the screen because all I did was just record myself setting it up. And then I did the edits, like just, took some spaces, sped up a few of the video sections, and then just did the voiceover. The voiceover took probably 7 minutes because I had to delete and do some other things real quick. And I just did it off the dome. So what you hear is me saying it off the dome. So it probably could have been better if I had like chat GPT a nice little script. But I was like, let me just do this real quick. And so I'm happy I did it because it was on my to-do list for quite some time. So boards is out there for you all. If you want to go on my TikTok and watch the board video, it is out there. Um, and I'll announce that in my live today too, so I can finally tell people I did it. You can go watch the video. So I've been talking about it all this time, and so now they can watch it. Okay, so all right. So what is going on here? I am about to go live on TikTok. Let me go live, and we will get started in just a few minutes. Hopefully, I can get a good live in. Um, and so we can get a good live in, and then I am going to get going. I'm hoping I can keep with this path of 3 videos a day. So I'm gonna try my best, even if I'm just gonna walk and talk and say something random. Try my best to do something. Anyway, y'all, come on in. We're gonna get started in just a minute. If you are new to my live, feel free to click that link below to like the live. Go ahead and like the live. Also, click the subscriber button as well as the bell to get notification when I go live and post content. Appreciate it. I'm super busy at work until the 21st, which is a great day of the month. FY, so it's my spotty. So if I'm spotty, that's why. Okay, thank you, friend. I appreciate you saying that. Yes, 21st is a great day and I'm happy it ends on the 21st for you. um, so let's see. I am your birthday. Yay. Very the best day of the month. The absolute best day of the month. That's what life says. Everything about that day just surrounds me with good energy. So all right, friends, let me get ready to go live. Thank you so much. TikTok live, TikTok live. Welcome to the room. We are talking live streaming tips. I'm gonna share in a second. Live streaming tips. I appreciate you all coming through. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you all coming through. Um, we are going to get ready to go live. If you are new to my live, come in, ask questions. We talk about how to go live here. If you are new, come in and ask those questions on how to go live, friends. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Hey, Kay, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much. You're here at the top of the live stream. Feel free to come in, friends, ask questions. Let me know if you got any questions. I would love to answer your questions, friends. Come on in. We are talking how to go live. We're talking how to go live. Feel free to ask questions. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's see. Let me know if you have any questions. Um, if you are new, feel free to ask questions. Let's see. That was the one from the other day. Okay. Thank you all for coming through. Appreciate you all. Let me know if there's any questions. How you doing, Carolyn? Welcome back, friend. Long time no see. How you been? I just looked up. I was like, no, this is Carolyn. Well, welcome, friend. How's everything going? Thank you all for tapping. Appreciate you all coming in on the YT as well. Appreciate the engagement. Thank you so much, friend. I guess. Appreciate you all being here. Come in, ask your questions as you guys get going. We're tapping. We are in our first minute. So we're going to get to 1K, 1K taps. If you guys don't mind liking, we got the hearts flowing, liking the live. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all coming in and supporting both the YouTube and the TikTok live stream. Thank you all. In the meantime, we're going to get started in just a minute. I got my board up. We had a great conversation in my 10 o'clock. So we talked about some of the stuff here. Um, and we talk about how to go live. So feel free to ask questions about how to go live as well. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining. If you have questions about live streaming, let's keep it questions focused on live streaming. Thank you very much. Hey, I'm over here trying to keep my 4.0. Went back to college in summer is rough. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on that, friend. I love to hear that. Unwritten Unstoppable, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming in. Carolyn, okay. What program are you in? And congratulations on getting back 4.0. I'm happy to pass. Val said 4.0. I'm happy to pass. You know what, friend? You are funny. Um, okay, going live again tonight here for your tips and tricks. I love that, Shell. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for being here as well on both YT and you TikTok. So I appreciate you all coming through. We got 2.5K likes. We're gonna start hearting. We got a like on this live. Shell, you joined 100 days ago. Welcome. Quiet Acre Farm. Welcome to the room, friend. Started with criminal justice and changed to political science. Okay, nice. That's good. I started with political science in undergrad and changed to wait a minute. I didn't do poli sci. Hold on. I did poli sci in the beginning, and then I changed to what was my undergrad in? Undergrad was sociology. Sociology. I was like, what my undergrad in? I started with political science and changed to sociology, and then I did social work as a master's in MBA as well. Um, Thank you so much, friend, for subscribing. Appreciate it. I need to start talking about it, so I'm back to learn again. Okay, awesome. There we go. I love it. Doc, the voice does give ASMR. That's it. You know what, Pals? You full of jokes today. She is full of jokes. She's talking about my voice do sound like ASMR. It gives ASMR. You're so funny. Whatever, friend. Good morning, everybody. Good evening, everybody. That's what I was reading from Unwritten Unstoppable. Hooking up my tapper. Thank you, Shell. Appreciate it. I need to start talking about it so I'm back to learning again. I love it. Put it out there. That means that you're gonna be committed to the process. Put it out there so the world knows. I tell my daughter that honestly. She's so secretive and private. She's like, Mommy, I don't want to tell you anything because you're gonna ask me questions about it. I said, that's what you want, because I'm holding you accountable, friend. You want me to ask questions, because if I don't ask questions about it, then all of a sudden you might be in a self-sabotage mode and you don't want to do anything because nobody is paying attention. I'm paying attention. So, and I'm paying for it too. Learn about live streaming tips for beginners. Ask your questions about start. And that's what TikTok said. Hey, I'm planning to go live for the first time in 2 hours. Help, I'm nervous. Well, do it scared, friend. Regardless, do it. And I'm happy you put it out there and you're saying you're going live. What's your live topic going to be about? What are you going to talk about? And honestly, if I was to be honest with you, don't talk about anything. I'm going to be honest with you. I tell people don't talk about anything. You do got this. Thank you for the follow too. Hey, Rich, Matt, Phoenix Rising. Welcome, friend. I gotta get used to that name. Um, I would tell you not to talk about anything because I want you to do exactly what you did here. As people coming alive, invite them to engage, talk to them, click their photo. If you click someone's photo, you see their mini profile. So, like for right now, if I click your photo, it says documenting my journey to my first 1,000 online, my exact beginner blueprint, and then the finger points down. And so at the end of the day, click that and just read people's bios and connect with them if you can. In the beginning, you're gonna get a lot of swiping through. It's not gonna be a lot of people who stick with you unless you really did market your live. We talk about that with the things you want to do before you go live. Hey Mojo, thank you for the roses. Interesting. But yeah, those first couple lives, don't try to get all up into your topic. I want you to focus on that engagement because that's how you're gonna get people to come and learn more and ask questions and engage back with you. All right. So that's what I would tell you to do. Don't be nervous. Just say hi. This is my first live. I'm trying to figure this thing out. And then play around with the features. There's going to be things here. Play around, click things, touch them. I was planning to post about the live. Should it be a post or story? Post. Post it. My first couple lives I posted. I think I did like a highlight video. Yeah, so I think I did a highlight video, but yeah, post about it. So you know how they do the highlights, and I think it was one of the highlights I clicked and posted it, and it's like the little highlights where it swirls around and stuff. It's like an auto cut video. But yeah, so post it. It'll be great to go back and look at and see how much you've grown, because I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot, but it's all good. You're welcome, friend. You're welcome. Thank you all for coming in. We did get that 10K. Look at there. We got that 10K in 7 minutes, you all. Thank you all for all that tapping and engagement. So we got that going. Appreciate it. My volume. What's going on with my volume? Let me know if you have a concern about the volume, friend. And so we got all that tapping done. I appreciate you all coming in. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'm happy to answer questions as well. Um, and give me 1 second. I need to share out my live. I appreciate that as well. So let's see. I'm going to share out my live. All the stuff about the live board is confusing me, and I'm wondering if I should ignore for now. The live board. What do you mean by that? Live board. This is a board. You're just saying all the stuff about it. What does that mean? What stuff about it? It's confusing. And speaking of boards, and I don't know if you did that on purpose, I just did my tutorial video about how to create a board. So all the text you have on your screen. Okay. This text here is called viewer wishes. So that's different. This text here is a board. If you go to my page, the video I just did, it's not the three that's pinned, but the one I just did is actually the board video. It tells you how to create one. So I'm excited about that, y'all, because I've been supposed to been doing that for months. Yeah, that video should have been done like 4 or 5 months ago. I've not done it. Oh, nice. Perfect. Perfect timing. So I literally did it before I started this live. I was like, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna do it. I gotta do some content anyway. So it is officially out there for y'all. So y'all who are gonna ask me how to create a board, how to create a board, it is out there for you all. But it's nothing, it shouldn't be confusing. I mean, ultimately, what you're doing is creating your marketing message. Now, I did another video where I said, make sure your message has value, challenge, or curiosity should spark curiosity. So the wording, what you say does matter. So you want to kind of make sure that it is something where people are going to want to stop and scroll and learn more from you. I only have maybe 30 minutes. Is that okay? To do your live stream, your first live? That's fine for the first three. Yeah, 30 minutes each. You want to get to the point where you're doing 61 minutes because TikTok wants you to go over 60 minutes. So you have at least a 61-minute live and making sure the reason why you have to do that is because that counts as a valid go live day. So when you look at your analytics, you'll be able to see that you've gone live for at least a day. Okay. That's gonna be a post, y'all. I'm gonna make that a post. That's gonna be a post. I need to make sure I say that in a post, y'all. Thank you so much for being here, friends. 9 gifters needed for with Dr. Lisa Cares. We just got the flash go. It is 9 Dr. Lisa Cares. So if you guys don't mind sending a Dr. Lisa Cares, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support, Christine. How are you, my friend? Welcome back. Luna, did I say hi, Luna? Hi, friend. I saw you pop in and I was in mid sentence in my head. I was like, hi, Luna, but I don't think I said it. Welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate the Dr. Lisa Cares. Bishop Flowers, welcome back. You said no worries. I saw it, but I was like, I didn't say it. Welcome to the room. How's everybody doing? We are going to talk about the things that are required. We spent some time earlier talking about post. I said I was going to start today's live about boards, and I actually kind of did, y'all. So we're gonna talk about boards a little bit more because I did do a video. And so I want you guys to know how to do it. We'll do a quick walkthrough. It is a video for you too, so you can go back and reference. And then let me know if there's any other questions. My newbies coming in who chimed in, I appreciate when you guys come in and say hello. It lets me know that you're paying attention. That you want to make sure you are being great viewers because you're coming in saying hello because you want people to do it for you when you go live. And then I teach you how to be a great viewer. So in turn, you could be a great live host. And so that engagement matters. And so I want to make sure you guys are getting the support that you need. We need one more for the flash goal. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I appreciate it. Um, those who are coming in too, my new friends, kind of swipe in and say hello from me so we know you're here. And then we also can engage with you. And then my live hosts, if you are live, put your topic, your time, and your time zone in the chat. We're going to get going in just a few more minutes. So I want to make sure we are connecting with you all as well and you guys get visibility. We are 12 minutes in. We do have the flash go going. It is a Dr. Lisa Cares. We need one more for the road. I can't pin it yet. It is the my community gift. So if you are a fan club member, you can go in there, click the community gift, and that is what it is, the Dr. Lisa Cares. Speaking of community gift, I've been going around. I don't know if I said this. If you're in the agency, I don't think I missed anybody who's here right now. Trying to see, did I miss anybody yet? I don't think so. I think everybody here in the agency, I've gotten your community gifts. So I've been going around clicking out community gifts and taking screenshots. So I'm excited because I've collected quite a few screenshots. So my point, I was gonna try to start sending them out and sharing them in like to my stories and stuff with highlighting all the different community gifts that are coming through. Decluttering lives 5 p.m. Pacific. Most days. All right. Decluttering lives. What do you mean? Like your life? Like organization type tips and strategies? Let me know if that's what you meant by decluttering. Or you thinking like big existential question. Like your life is cluttered. How do you organize your thoughts? How do you think differently and operate differently? Is that what you're saying? Which one is it? Is it like the organization or is it more? I'm a declare. Oh, okay, lightening your load of stuff. Okay, so literally like organization type stuff. Okay, nice, Christine. I like that. I need some help, friend, and change your life. So you said it's both of them. Actually, you said it's the combination. I got your friend. One more flash go. We do. You said me too. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. So what time is your live? Let me see. 5 p.m. Pacific time is 8 Eastern. 8 Eastern. You said I'd love to help you. You know what? I need to get rid of these men in my house. That's my issue. That's my issue. It ain't me, it's them. They the problem. Currently, I'm the only female in this house, so that tells you. So that tells you a lot. I'm the only female. I got the 6-year-old and 6-year-old to 52-year-old, okay? And all in between that. People. So yes, they are the problem. The root to my issues is the men. Guys don't organize. They don't do anything like that. So my husband has gotten better, but he's still a little disorganized. He said, "Ma." All right. Hey, Coach Rhonda, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Yeah, literally, my daughter, she's in college, so me and her, we're it. And so she's been away. She's about to have her own space probably forever. So I will be the only one here moving forward. People tend to respond to when space changes. That's true. That's true. I like that. Yeah. So we need to get a new space. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you for getting that flash goal, everybody. I appreciate it. All right, so here's the deal. We're going to talk about three things we're required to do. One thing I talked about earlier, I'm going to recap it because it was a great question that started the live off. And I did some screenshots, and I think many of the people in the room are new faces. But it was something I shared earlier about the fan club, and it was helpful for my new friends in the room. So I want you guys to pay attention to this. Hey, L, Dr. Lisa, I got to 101 active fan club members. First time over 100. That's cool. Cool, cool. So, okay, so this tip I'm about to give may be helpful for you. Yeah, okay. So we're going to talk through this tip. Now, obviously many of you guys know about the AI insights. So it's kind of an extension of the AI insights in terms of how it looks. I don't know if people know exactly how it looks when you click it. So where this conversation started was in the earlier live. There was a newer name to me. Somebody came in my room. I was like, "Oh, are you new in the room?" And you know how you can click the person's photo, their mini profile pops up. I clicked the person's photo and I saw that they had been a level 4 in the room. So that means that they're not new because they're at least level 4. And so what I said was, I said, "Oh, you're not new. Okay, that's great. Welcome back." And so one of our new friends in the agency, her name is Star. She's like, "How did you know that? Are you psychic?" I was like, "No, I'm not psychic." So I had to walk her through how I knew it. And so that's how this conversation started about how you can obviously click someone's photo, look and see the fan club level, and then you can determine if they've been in your room before. So that was something I can do. And obviously the badge will show too. That person did not have a badge at the time. I think TikTok was glitching. So I didn't see the badge. So that's how I didn't know if they were new or not. Coach Chantel inspired me to stay on until I got to 100. Nice, nice. I love that. Um, and so then I said, well, you also can tag people so that you know if they've been back here before, and you can click that and you can create um other little indicators for yourself about that person. So like if I wanted to tag Soda and say, "Hey, she has 101 fan club members and she's grown," that's something I could put that little message, 101 fan club. And so just recognize that those are things you can do, little indicators for you. You would see it, no one else. Okay, so it's something for you. So let me show that. TikTok tells all they do. They TikTok tells all the tea. We know all people's information. So we're not psychic. So thank you all for engaging. I see everybody engaging. Thank you all for supporting the room. Good evening, everybody. Unwritten Unstoppable. Thank you so much, friend. Okay, so I'm gonna share it again just so that you guys can see what it looks like in a couple different spaces. Jessica, thank you for joining. Others coming in. As you guys know, I go into my effects. I pull up the little the little green screen person that's holding his hand so we can show some of the images. It's going to take away my screens here, and then I'm going to click this one. Now, Wani was my example earlier. She was my example. So you guys are going to see Wani, and you can shrink this down. I'm just taking my fingers and shrinking it down. I'm going to my phone is running hot. And so As you guys can tell, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Let's see if I could do this. There we go. I'm gonna turn my viewer wishes off too, because so it's not in the way as I pull up the screens. Okay. So if you guys can see here, you see where Wani's name is. If you see her name, look where the Wanda is. And right under the Wanda, look where the letter N, right below that is that little square with the pencil, the little pencil. So that's what I'm clicking. Okay. So when you click that symbol, I don't know if you guys knew that. If you click that symbol, you get this screen. Okay. Pull that up. You get this screen. You said, oh. It's like, "What? I said what?" You get that screen, okay? So this screen here is where you can add a tag, all right? So when you add a tag, um, and so say when you click it, it is where you can type some words in, and then it will show up here. So where it says, I said great supporter, I put that in there for her as my tag for her. Now, when you do the AI insights and you tag it, you pin it, it pins up here too. I think you could pin up to three. All right. Yes, I read about this, but need to try it. Yes. And so it's a great way to kind of really remember things about your community and people in your community. And so if you have a milestone you want to put there for them, maybe they're about to celebrate a birthday or anniversary or some other tip. I'm going to show you something else you can pay attention to. So it's there for you to see it. The other place that it will show up is actually in your viewer list. So you can see your viewer rankings and you see great supporter. It's here. It's here too. So if you wanted to look really quickly at your viewers, like, oh, let me see who's in the room, what's going on. I can see Wani. I'm like, okay, Wani's birthday's coming up, or she's a great supporter. I'm gonna make sure I shout out Wani. Yeah, even where they are streaming from, since I was tracking that. Yes, yep. You could have put it there. Yep. Where is this located to put the tag? It's your heart me. It's your fan clubs, your fan club members. So when I click the first box, here's how I got to it. This is Wani. So when you click your fan club, if you click your heart me up here, if I click up here, a list of people will show up that are in my room currently. And Wani was at the top, so that's how I ended up clicking her. And essentially you click the person's name and it takes you to this screen. So I click Wani's name and it took me to this screen. Okay. That's how I got it. It's like a mini CRM for salespeople. Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah. Good morning. How you doing, Dula Shelley? So I knew about this for years now. Well, I say years. I knew about this for a while, at least 10 months. It's been a minute. I don't use it. I don't use it. I knew tags you could create. When you look at your analytics, when if you guys go back and look at my checklist, I always mention it. It's in the checklist too, like, hey, create tags. I had never really created tags, to be honest with you. It was like almost an extra step. But to be honest with you, I think it's a great tool. That's why I'm teaching it. So that you guys, as you're thinking about cultivating relationships, shouting people out, getting to know them. Like you said, Coach Rhonda, you can say where people are from. That could be your reason for doing it. If you want to remember a special little tidbit about someone, um, maybe they told you something about, Soda was talking about autoimmunes. She might put that in there. It's like, hey, she didn't know Dr. Lisa had the same autoimmune. So little things like that you could put in there for people so you can like kind of track it and just be able to say something nice about it or just acknowledge them in a way. Also, if you do the AI insights, those pin messages where you see the little pin here, let me show you. You see that little pin right there? See that little push pin? I don't know if you guys see that push pin right under the word support. If I pin that, it'll show up on that section too. So just so that you guys know, this is the AI insights. And if I clicked right here from 4 interactions, um, if I clicked it, it may give me a little bit more information. So meaning that likely next week. So what does that mean? I missed something. I'm in Dr. Lisa's school and going live soon. Almost ready. You're almost ready, friend. Like next week. Yeah, sometimes I forget if someone has given my room, been in my room before too. Yep. Well, and again, with the person who came in earlier today, I looked to see what level she was. So I looked at her profile and I saw that she was a level 4. So it wasn't that she was new because she had gotten her heart me easily 4 times, if not more. But she was a level 4 in the room. And so with that, I was able to know she came back, but I could tag something special about her, just kind of keep that awareness about her moving forward. Nice. So meaning likely next week. Awesome, friend. So keep that in mind. I see you created new celebrating 500 minutes. Congratulations, friend. So really a great feature. I don't want you guys to miss out on that if you are really thinking about what other things you can do. So this is what it would look like. You would create a tag for that person, and then you would also um, you can always also see that it shows up top, and then it's part of your top viewers. So you can click that as well. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I shouted that out to you all. A couple other things we did. I used Wani as an example. How did you get to this page? This is under the heart me. Let me go back. So let me go back to this page. So the heart me is up here. So if you're in your room and you click your heart me, a list of all your a list of your current people in your room who has gotten the heart me, and then I think there's some other people who are part of your fan club. But it'll show that if you click their photo, it takes you to their page. Click their name, photo, whatever. It takes you to their heart me page. So this is her heart me page for me. Okay. And the Heart Me page kind of gives you a journey of when they started in your room and some other milestones. It kind of goes down a list of things. So you can also use this to know when somebody started in your community. Remember, I think we were in Coach Rhonda's room one time and I was able to say what time when was my first time in her room because I looked at my Heart Me information. Okay. So, Sherry B, and you also can look at your own Heart Me information and see where your status is. Okay, thank you for sharing this information. You are so welcome, Sherry B. Welcome to the room, friend. And um, so it's there for you. And then the AI insights, which is in this box here, is where that information is coming from. Those who are new to my room, feel free to say hello. And if you have not followed the live host, click the follow at the top up here, friend. Feel free to follow me as well. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Um, and so what we were talking about was this tag feature. So right under Wani Wanda's name, you see right under the end for Wanda is that little box with the pencil. If you click that box with the pencil, you get, what? Oh, Lord. Let me go back. It's like what I just pressed. I pressed one of the other effects. Coach Chantel, welcome to the room. So if you click, so this is what we were showing. Let me make this smaller. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for sharing those populars. Appreciate it, friend. So if you click that box with the pencil, you're going to see this screen here. And this screen here is where, hello, friends. Thank you so much. Is where you can create a tag. Thank you, Fran. I appreciate that, Coach Chantel. Thank you, Dula Shelley. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much, friend. So you can create this tag. So it says create tags to better remember your members. So that's what it is. You're creating a tag. And so with Wani, I created great supporter, and you see it right at the top next to the little symbol that you're going to click to create another one. I think you can do up to 3. And then where that lives is here. So if ever I click Wani's name, I can see it. But it also is under the number of people in the room. So you can see her name. She's right here, number 6. And it says great supporter, number 5 on the side. And so she's a great supporter. So it's under there as well. So you can see that tag. So it's a quick way to know who's in your room and what's going on. All right. With them. So a little thing to remember them by. Um, Let me know if there's any questions about that. I shared that earlier a few times in the live, so I wanted to make sure I brought it back here just in case anybody wanted to use that feature. I think it's a great feature if you are really trying to keep track of your fan club members and you want to connect with them. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. Thomas, welcome to the room. Others coming in, thank you so much for coming into the room. If you have questions, feel free to ask your questions. We'll talk about the 3 things you wanna that's required before you go live. We did get our flash go. I'm so appreciative of that. We got almost 30K likes on the screen as well. So thank you all for supporting in that way as well. So I appreciate all the support. How have you been? I've been great. Oh, Moonflower, how are you been? Well, hello, friend. Hey, Moonflower's over here on the YT. Welcome back, friend. Um, and so let me know if there's any other questions about that. And so the other feature I shared, I'm good. I'm back to the city I've been in. Lavania, Open Parents. Did I say that right? Lavinia? Is that it? Lavinia? Thank you so much. Moonflower. Look at Coach Rhonda. She's like, Moonflower. You got to come over to TikTok and say hi to the Coach Rhonda and the others in the room so they can see you or say hi to you, rather. Not see you, but say hi. I didn't know that. Okay, nice, nice. Um, let's see. So three things you that's required that you want to do. We spent a little bit more time on number two. We talked about some posting features. There's a posting feature I used last night, and so I'll probably do it for my content tonight too, just because, I saw it as like a little quick cheat code. So let me explain that in a second. But when everything's said and done, I want you guys to make sure that you're doing these things to kind of help with your research, your marketing, and then obviously your setup for your live stream. Okay. And you're going to use things from your research to integrate for your marketing and then the setup process too. Okay. So the very first thing I was going to talk about from my 10 o'clock, and I actually did homework. Um, hey, Moonflower, how you doing, friend? She then came over to the TikTok streets. um, so the first thing I did, hey Anna, welcome to the room. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Um, Capable, how you doing, friend? Hello. Moonflower's back. She's back, y'all. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me, friend. Others coming in, appreciate you all joining as well. And I said, if you do, feel free to come in. Look at you, got level 24 as you come in, flying in, friend. Appreciate that. So if you're new to the room, put new in the chat. And if you have not followed the live post, go ahead and click follow up top. And if you haven't joined my community, the community for the Heart Me community, go ahead and click join. It's one coin, one penny, and you can be part of the fan club as well. So we're going to talk about boards. My video, this is a video I've been promising to do for probably a good 3 to 4 months, maybe 5 months. I feel like it's been like much of this year. But I've been saying I'm going to do a video. I said I'm going to do a video. So I finally did a video. So the video's out there, so you guys can go look. I literally clicked it before I came to this live, and all I did was, we'll talk about some content stuff too, but I just did the steps of screen recording myself doing the steps of setting up the board, and then I did a voiceover talking about what I set up. So that's how I did it. Sorry, I've been helping my parents move out of the city to the mountains. I've been got back to the city today. Awesome, friend. Thank you so much for stopping by as you then came back. So I appreciate your friend. Good day. How you doing? Capable. Appreciate you as well. Thank you. 400 minutes, Anna. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Dula Shelley. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you all for being here. Moonflower, hopefully all is well and parents are settled. I understand. I understand. That's a season of my life that I'm past now, but at the same time, I do miss my parents, and so I do understand taking care of the parents. It's called the circle of life. So that's where we're at. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming in. Those who are coming in now, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask your questions. If you haven't shared out the live, let's see if we can share out the live. We got 20 shares. I don't think I shared out my own live. 20 shares. Let's see if we can get up to 100. I'm going to share out my own live. I don't think I shared it out at all. So I appreciate you all coming through. And let's see if we can get some shares. You can share it out. You can power share it by pressing my glasses, my nose. That's another way to share it out to people. I appreciate all the support. Thank you all for sharing out the live. Let's see if we can get this going. Power sharing the live is so helpful. And I appreciate your friends. Green, thank you so much for supporting. I appreciate that. If you guys have questions about how to share or ways to engage, this is a great time to ask. But if you click the arrow below, you can share it, you can add it to stories, you can repost it. And then, like I said, if you press down on the screen, that's called a power share. And you can share a list of names will pop up and you can share to those individuals too. You can actually search for people to share to. Definitely a circle though. We got on each other's nerves and they had no internet or cable. Yeah, friend. It's all good. You're back home now safely. So that's good. You were a great daughter. Regina, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Rhonda, thank you for sending 50 comments to your live. Thank you so much. Appreciate the camping. I'm gonna digress for a second. I've never been camping before, never in my life. I'm a city girl. We have some friends. Bye, friends. Thank you so much, Mojo. We have some friends that are talking about going camping. They camp often. I was like, I don't think I can camp. I want to glamp. I can't do that. I got to glamp. Mm-mm. I don't like bugs like that. Me neither. Virginia, I was like, I don't like bugs like that. I don't want to be out there like, I don't think I could do it. So they got to put me in a little facility. I got to be somewhere where I'm not sleeping on the ground or a camper. Mm-mm. So anyway, I digress because that's in there. That's the live goal. I picked it because it made me think of that, but I can't do it. Have you done it before, Pals? Pals laughing at me. I couldn't do it. So let me know if y'all let's do a poll. Who's been camping before? Oh, I can't do the poll. I have the viewer wishes. You said their porch is a flipping nature preserve. Bad steel. Oh, so you were camping, friend. You said surprised you didn't see. So you were say no to camping. You said, "Oh hell no." Oh, you said. Oh, Pal said she did a sleepaway camp when she was a kid. Most summers. Oh wow, and you slept outdoors. My daughter, she's done a couple different camps. She was a Girl Scout and they slept outdoors. They did a little sleepaway campground experience. So she can actually say she's done it. I've never done it. Their new house is in the woods. Wow. No, I couldn't do that neither. Like I said, I'm a city girl. I couldn't be in the woods. I would be so scared, nervous about everything. You name it. Whether it was the bugs, the bears, the bats, whatever else is outside making noises, snakes. Couldn't do it. Thank you all. I appreciate it. I digress for a second, but I appreciate y'all letting me do that. You said the bears. I could not do it. The bugs are the size of New York rats. Oh my gosh. Hey, I'm mom, but still me. Love that friend. Welcome here. Welcome to the room. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I still can't do it. Nope, couldn't do it. So I have impressed them. They've done this for like a couple times a year. They'll go camping and they keep saying, "Oh, you guys should come. You should come with us." I haven't asked them and haven't brought it up. Not. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Now, my son, I want him to have experiences like that, but yeah, he hasn't asked for it neither, so we good. Oh no, and the snakes. I know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm, uh-uh. Nope. I need a door and a bathroom. No tents. Exactly. That too. That too. So that's what I said. I could do maybe some glamping. I could do that maybe on a camping ground. I think they would have to do that for me. And I still would want to be glamped. I don't want to be like just in no shack or anything. I want it to be nice. so, so yeah, we'll see, friends. Okay, so let's go back. So boards is where I was gonna start because I didn't fully finish. So now that I have a video, everything I talk about here, you can go back and watch. Okay. So you can go back and see it for yourself. And the way I did the video is really how you would do for the setup screen. So again, when you are on your setup screen for the live stream, and let's see, let's go as if I was going to set up here. So click the live side, make sure you guys can see it. And so what I did was have my face on the screen and I was showing you the buttons I press. Settings. This particular account does not have the board icon. My other account does, but boards are here. If you click boards, you can click different boards that you've already created. You can create multiple boards. As you can tell, there doesn't seem to be a limit. And many of these were created in live as examples. And so this one I did today, but it allows you to click use. And if you want to edit this board, I can go back under boards, and then I can click the three dots over here to edit if I wanted to, and you can edit it. Um, and so all you're doing is here. This is the headline, the background, as well as this. This is like a call to action board. Think of it as your engagement board. And so that's another way you can do it. And so you can have messages here. If you click the word, it goes into the edit mode. But when you first start, it takes you to the screen. You hit the add headline and you get this screen. You can change the font to any font you want to use. And then you can make it outline if you wanted to. You can make it a little larger if you need to. Change the colors. Hit done. Center it if you want. And there. So keep in mind as you guys are creating your board, keep in mind a couple things I would tell you to do. And I didn't say this in my video. Um, Background, you can add a background, you can add a call to action. Background tends to, I would say, when you first start, don't use a background from your camera roll. I would encourage you not to, because we've seen it suppress views because TikTok may not like the image you're pulling up. And so I would say don't do it in the beginning. Maybe wait the first 3 weeks, 4 weeks of going live with just your board here. And then if you want to get fancy with it, maybe you come up with something. But be careful about what it is. Okay. You can't have things where it has TikTok or any social media. You can't have websites, pricing, or any personal identifying information. So avoid names in most cases, I would say as well. What's the call to action part of the board? It's this here. So when you think about that little mini board, DM me, free PDF, or drop your question. So it's kind of helping you communicate with your audience. Okay. So think about it that way. So it's part of your call to action with your audience. And so if you're asking them to engage in a certain way, Luna, she uses it as a schedule. So think about the viewer wishes. It's not this feature, but think about viewer wishes as if you had things that you wanted your audience to do. You said, cool, thanks. Where do you find the recording? The recording for the live is under the Live Center. I'll show it in a second, but it's under the Live Center. Um, Thank you so much. How you doing, blessed lady, be queen, crown? Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you for those, Dr. Lisa Cares. Um, so when it comes to your call to action, keep in mind you got to be careful about the words you use there too. Everything you write could be potentially problematic for TikTok. So don't put something where you're pushing people off the platform necessarily. Try to be careful about that. Don't put your website. Again, don't put your, I don't know, your Cash App or anything like that. Be careful about what you put there. I had like 17 people in my live last night for the first time. Nice. Keep it up. That's part of the process. The more you do it, the more people will come. Now, what I would tell you capable, I'll show you guys in a second where the recordings are. Go back and look at your recording because that could be something where you want to continue to do what you did last night. Okay. So that you can continue to build on that momentum. So the way you open that live, the things you said throughout that live, if there was anything special that you did, panel boxes, whatever, try to do a rinse and repeat and see if that gives you the same outcome. How do you get more engagement? How do you get more engagement? You want to make sure that you are engaging back first. That's going to be the first step. More engagement comes with the way you're engaging and interacting with your audience. And then obviously, as they are doing things to support your live stream, the likes, the shares, the comments, all that stuff will help too. So you got to ask them to engage. Yep. Um, you said I was on someone. What does that mean? You was on live with someone? Let me know, friend. So, so yeah, so that is here. So, that's the call to action, and then you can write, and it'll show up as a separate board if you write it there. And then I'm gonna hit done, and that's thinking is approving your board. It goes through an approval process, but keep in mind, um, if you get a message that pops up, excuse me, if you get a message that pops up on your screen, TikTok didn't like something you wrote on that board. Okay. So keep that in mind. That's a telltale sign your board wasn't approved for something you wrote. Or if it was a message that popped up, maybe it was kind of like a warning or like a hey, heads up type thing, fix your board because it didn't like it. As you can tell, nothing popped up on that one. I was on someone else's live and they left because they were not engaging, so they left. So they left and came back on. Is this okay? Um, it theoretically, yes, it's okay. You can start your live over. If you feel like TikTok pushed you into push people in your room that are not necessarily your target audience, or maybe something wonky is going on with your live stream, um, you can start that live over. As a matter of fact, I will say they actually encourage you to start it over, maybe after about five minutes or so, and if it feels like it's off, you can start it over. Sometimes I do it. I don't do it often. I do it on occasion. But there's times I'll note that it feels off. And in my mind I'm like, I should start over. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the time and just run with it. Just go with it. But oftentimes those are the lives I probably should start over. Okay. Yeah, sometimes TikTok don't get it right. So yeah. I just don't prefer to kind of waste my minutes that way. But okay. So boards. Um, that's what I should have done when my screen went black. Yes. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I got a live restriction. Hey friend, how you doing, the wealthy nurse? For someone that was on my walls, for something that was on your wall. It was motivational quotes. Um, was was it something that was a little bit more directive? Hey favorite, I see your friend. Was it something like telling you to go somewhere? Like encouragement, but telling you to do something. TikTok's like, what's going on back there? What are you doing? Um, so it could have been no, it's just like, stay calm. What's the other one? Live, love, laugh. Um, hey, I have to check in on each page. Thank you, friend. Weight loss queen, welcome to the room. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. So yeah, so thank you for the heart me friend. So I would tell you turn on your content disclosure. I got to do a video about that. Cuz I did audience control this morning. I'll do content disclosure later today. But turn on your content disclosure, turn on your audience control, maybe that can help. Let me know if you already had it on. If you had it on already, then it could have been just glitchy. I don't know. Thank you so much for the populars. I appreciate it. Everybody coming in, Bounty and Bliss, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room, friend. Let me know if you guys have questions. We started off with boards. I actually posted some content. Your friend here is trying her best to stay on top of her content game. It is requiring me to adjust my live schedule because I keep being a little tardy here. But I am posting the content, so I'm trying my best to make sure I have some content that I'm posting at least 3 times a day. So morning, midday, and evening. I never did that. How do I do the content disclosure? Okay, that will be my evening video. Now that you put that out there, so that tells me people need to know where these features are located, and so just know, content disclosure is hey, Cash. Thank you so much for being here. How long should we stay on when promoting our business? Um, you want to do a live for at least 60 minutes, 61 minutes. Is that what you're asking? And then, you know, from a business perspective, there's a couple different models out there. One model says that you 61 minutes is appropriate. So 61 minutes, maybe you do 75 minutes in total, could be 90. But at the end of the day, you're coming in um, where you're giving some information, some value to your community. You're sharing, so that way they're getting to know, like, and trust you. You're sharing some value. Well, first of all, you do the early engagement, just getting to know people, chatting with them. Then you give value in the middle, and then the end you provide your offer. Your offer, what you have, and maybe there's a discount available to it. There's some other promotional things you're doing, but at the end of the day, you want to make it something where there's a sense of urgency where they get it while they're in the live so they can get the best deal, the best rate, whatever the case may be. Maybe that discount you're offering, and then you get out your live. so so you don't stay forever. You just make sure you're doing that. Now that's a digital marketing strategy. That's a whole different conversation that I usually have with clients. But ultimately, um, that's one strategy you can use. How long should we do the early engagement? You should think of your live like in its segments. So segments. So if you think about the first 15 to 20 minutes, that's the segment and that's that engagement. Usually in that time frame, you want to try to get people to get 10,000 likes. That's the tapping of the screen in the first 10 minutes. You're getting them to share your live out. You're getting them to engage back. You're asking questions. You're communicating. They're connecting with one another. So the chat should be moving. You should be engaging, and then ultimately, you do that, then you switch to your next segment, basically. Is it that offer segment? I'm not the office, the value segment. And then you're talking to your community, you're teaching, you're doing whatever so that they understand, what you do for your live stream, what's the value add. And then, like I said, the offer at the end. Okay. And that's another segment, the offer. Let me know if there's any questions, friends. Appreciate you. I was gonna show you guys. Where was I about to go? Thank you all. Let's see. Content disclosure. That's where I was going. Okay, so if you're live, really quickly, under settings is what you want to click to set up your live. So under settings, you can scroll down. You have audience control. That's where it's 18 years and older. If you have AI generated content, you can turn that on too. But then this is the content disclosure. If you click that, you're going to turn on that your live is it tells viewers that you're promoting your brand. It could be your personal or professional brand. You are promoting a product or a service. And so you turn that on and you're going to click your own brand. Check that box and then hit save. And then it just confirms you're setting that. And that's it. Okay. My phone needs to charge. But that's what you're going to do. Okay. Hey, others coming in, still a little nervous, but I know I will be rushing. You got this, friend. Just passing through. Thank you so much, everybody coming in. How you doing, Bob? Appreciate you. Others coming. Oh, wow. Thank you. You're welcome. Um, And so let me know if there's other questions. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if there's questions. We're gonna switch. I gotta charge my phone. We're gonna switch a little bit to number two on the live here. The number two thing that I want to talk about here. So we're going like reverse order. So I did number three first. And number three, let me go back to number three for a quick second. Number three really is about making sure that you are um, taking what you learned from one, which is that research where you did the keywords and stuff like that, in integrating that into your board. Because as you go live, you want to know who your audience is. And so this whole concept of how long do you promote your services, your product, or whatever you're offering, you are supposed to spend some time getting to know your people, the people in the room. You want to connect with them. You want to build a relationship, cultivate that relationship. And so you want to say the keywords that they've been searching for because you want them to view you as their solution. Like, oh, I've been looking for this information, just like y'all in my room now. Somebody came in and our friend said, oh, they got a restriction for something happened in their live stream. Well, then turn on your content disclosure you know and so just recognize that you want to cultivate that type of rapport with your community and you want them to come to your live because you want them to you know feel as if your live is the topic they've been searching for. Okay, So that's why you do that search in the front end to look for the keywords. And you're going to say those keywords. You're going to integrate those keywords into your board. So again, as those people are scrolling, they come across the board and they're like, oh, wait a minute, let me stop and come into this live. This is what I've been looking for. That's the question. That's the keyword. That's the thing I've been searching for. So that's kind of the concept here. So that you're intentional about your live stream being targeted for the right people, your target audience, basically. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense, friends. Should you have 18 years old to turn on? Depends on your topic. That was the video I did earlier today, this morning. I said turn it on if your topic is for a more mature audience. You're technically supposed to turn it on if you are selling something. If you are selling something, or if you are promoting a service of some sort, you are supposed to turn on that 18 years and older because minors can't purchase items. So if your live is based on your business, then you got to keep that in mind that minors can't purchase. So you want to make sure that that you're safeguarding your life from people who can actually engage in your life fully. Um, when it comes to your topic, also keep that in mind too. If it's a little bit more mature topic, it's something that's a little bit more sensitive in nature. Maybe you're talking about obviously could be something where it's you're talking about your personal journey, maybe with DV or something like that. And so you want to turn that on, okay? So that again, 18-year-olds and above are invited into that live stream for that more mature conversation. Hey Brandon, welcome to the room, friends. And then when it comes to, thank you for the populars, friend. And so then when it comes to turning that feature on, you only can turn it on before you start the live. You have to end it if you want to get to that feature. The other way to do it is that if you do a live event, then you can turn that feature on. The live event is another place to toggle it on. Keep in mind, if you want to turn it off, you got to delete that live event. Okay, we're going to talk about live event number 2 in a second, but you have to delete that live event because it's actually overriding when you go to the settings area to turn it on. Does that make sense? You have such a common energy. Oh, thank you. So, or you're a cursor like me. Say that again. Oh, yeah, cursing friend. You're so funny. You said, I have my my audience control on because they don't want to hear my mouth. Yes, this is so good. Yeah, well, hey friend, how you doing, Miss Ty? Welcome to the room. Others coming in. Bounty, you so funny. He's like, if you're a cursor like me. I so yeah, turn the content disclosure. Well, it's funny. So I did that video this morning. We lost your audio. Did you lose my audio? You got no audio right now? Let me know if you guys can't hear me. Never mind. Laugh like you back. I'm back. Okay. I might have paused. It might have been me. Uh, no, we didn't. Okay, hey L. Um, so here's what I did this morning. The video I did this morning. If you go look at my AM video. Um, thank you so much for speed dating, friend. Well, welcome. No, I'm married. It's so funny. We gonna mute you though, because you off topic. But I think you're nice. Welcome to the room. I didn't block you. I just muted you. Silly question. Where did you post your videos? On my feed, my page, this page here. It's in my feed. Let me know if you didn't see it. So the video I did actually was a quick little video that said turn on your audience control. So this evening I'm going to do content disclosure. This afternoon I did boards. So I did a tutorial video for boards. So if you guys need to go back and save that, share it out, comments, do all the things, heart it. Um, but the video this morning was audience control. Now here's what happened with that video. I I went to do the little screen record. I have a little overlay where I kind of skim through where to find it. I went to go do it on this account and I couldn't because I have live events where the audience control is toggled off. I don't have an audience control here. So if you're 18 years and older and younger, you can come into this live. I don't restrict them, but I don't curse neither. I'm just saying. So now, So with that, I don't have it turned on. So 18 years and older can come in this live. When I scheduled my live event, I didn't turn it on. So when I went to show and tell and do like a little screen record of where it's at, um, I went to go toggle it on so I can show the example of turning it on. It wouldn't let me. Okay. It would not let me. So I thank you so much, Gigi, for the follow. I appreciate it, friend. So keep that in mind. If you have a live event, it overrides whatever you're trying to do in your live stream. So you actually have to turn it off. Okay. I'm sorry, you have to delete that live event. So I didn't want to delete my live event because I was about to go live. So I went to the agency page and I used that as the example page where I went to go turn it on and did the screen record from that account. So that's how I was able to kind of get the recording. But that wasn't the way I normally would have done it. So keep that in mind that live event overrides. It is ruling how you're operating. You got to delete the live event and then you can go in and turn off or turn on your audience control. All right. Let me know. Drop a Dr. Lisa Cares in the chat if you caught that. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have no clue what I'm talking about with the live events, you are in luck because I'm going to show you in just a few moments. But let me know if there's any questions about that. Thank you so much for the Dr. Lisa Cares. Appreciate it. That's important to know and realize because that live event, especially for my friends, is just a little side note. If you are somebody who does the match events, the battles, if you're somebody who does a battle and maybe you did an official battle, that live event is ruling how that live is going to function. Meaning that when you do battles and you're doing an official one, if you turn that audience control on, you can only connect with people who have theirs turned on. Got me? You can't connect with people who don't have theirs turned on. And so if you're doing something where you're trying to connect with somebody to battle, maybe there's a particular person you're trying to connect with, you have to match. Okay? You guys both have to be either turned on or turned off. One can't be on, one can't be off. So I just say that out loud to you all because as you're doing this TikTok thing, you might come across that situation. You're like, what's going on? Why can't I find the person? You can't find the person because you're not matching. All right. Hey, 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 Wani. Welcome back, friend. And so that's Wani, the great supporter. Yeah, so let's see. Does it still say it? It says it up there for you. It says a great supporter. I didn't delete it yet. I'm not going to delete it. um, I'll explain what I'm talking about in a second. I'll do this in a second if you guys are curious what I mean by that, because I showed it earlier with the fan club. So if you're in the room and you don't know what I'm talking about, and you have fan club members, there's a way that you can put little notes for your fan club members. You can tag them, and so you can have a little note for yourself. They don't see it. Wanda, you don't see your note, do you? Click your fan club. I don't think you should see it, but I see it. Okay, so it's my way of knowing a little bit more about her, or I gave her a tag that I wanted her to have. How do you find a good mod? You know what? You're just going to find somebody, maybe a supporter in your room, and you kind of educate them on what you want them to do and not do, or a family or friend. That's the way you're gonna do it initially. Yeah. Family or friend is probably where I would start if you can kind of identify somebody in your household that you can talk to and they're willing to be in your live stream like that. Or someone who comes by your live all the time and you want to make sure that they have some of the mod privileges. Here's my 2 cents about it and take it for whatever it's worth. Um I personally think in the beginning you learn how to operate your live without a mod. Because there's gonna be days when you don't have a mod. Are you not gonna go live if you don't have a mod? You know what I'm saying? So if you can be okay, because it's this whole process has its own, anxiety inducing aspects to it. So if you can be okay with not having a mod, being able to ping your own stuff, my shop page. So this live, I added mods probably in the last. It was recent. It was maybe in the last six. I'm gonna say 6 to 8 months. It hasn't been super long. So I did most of 2025 without moderators, most of the year, if not all the whole year. Um, hey Miss D, I added moderators. There's a few moderators, but they're not here most of the time. I'm just saying. So I've done it all this time for most of the time myself. It is convenient to have them, don't get me wrong, but for the most part I do it myself. Well, for my shop page, I started that shop page where I was doing full-blown shoppable lives. I could talk about that too. I was doing full-blown shoppable lives. And with that page, I I was like, okay, I got products I'm paying attention to. I'm trying to pay attention to comments. I want to make sure I have a mod. So I had my daughter be my mod for like probably the first half dozen, maybe six to seven of them. And she was my mod because she was home for the holidays and stuff. And so she was able to support me and pin things and do all this stuff. Well, when she left, I was like a deer in headlights. I was like, how do I do this? What do I do? And not that I didn't know what to do, but I hadn't had to do it. And my point is, I had to learn. Okay. I had to learn, had to figure it out, had to do it by myself. It's a task, don't get me wrong, but I got into my own flow. So I say that to you all. If you start without it, maybe the first 30, 60 days, and then you decide who you want to be your mod, or if you have a regular person, then add them. But start by yourself. And I know there's a few people who have done the reverse where they've started with a mod, and to me, that's something you wanna kinda pay attention to because it could be a little bit of a crutch, okay? Thank you so much, friend on the YT, appreciate it. Um, you said, "Hey." So, okay, so when everything's said and done, what are mods used for? Depends on your live stream. Pinning comments depends on what's going on in your live stream. If you need someone to pin comments for you because maybe you're multitasking and doing some other things. Maybe you're cooking, maybe you're exercising, maybe you're knitting or doing some other task. So they can pin products for you, pin comments for you. They can pin products if you're doing a shoppable live. They can remove bad actors, the trolls in the room that are doing misbehaving. People are spamming your chat, doing things like that. They can remove them, so they can click their name, remove the words, and then block them from the room, and even report them. So yeah, so they have a couple different. I shouldn't say a couple. It's like a nice amount of features that they have access to. Yeah, adding people to your multi-panel boxes, that type of stuff too. How do I set gift goals before going live? It's right above the go live red box. It's right above that. I'll show it in a second, Wani. Give me a second. How do you show how to pin people? Can you show how to pin people? No, not without going live. You press the words though. It's pretty basic. Click the words like your comment. Can you show? I would click those words, and a screen pops up, and it's pin comment is right there at the top. Yeah, so you can pin the comment. Not all comments are pinnable. Don't know if it's a word that maybe TikTok sees as a a, a misleading word or some kind of word that they don't agree with, then they won't let you pin it. So not everything can be pinned. What are some good topics when you're going live? Topics that are based on your live stream. So it just depends on what your topic for your live stream is. It kind of goes back to my number one. We're going to talk about that in a second, in a few minutes rather. But the you want to talk about things that are relevant to your topic, but also relevant to your target audience. So yeah, so in the beginning, obviously you want to spend some time getting to know your audience. So I would say don't talk about a topic, just do engagement, clicking people's bio, reading the bio. So for you, Gigi, it says jewelry maker, music lover, sewing, thrifting, reseller, UGC creator. Hey, did you meet Luna? Connect with Luna. Luna's also in the reselling and thrifting niche. So yeah. Um, coins. I think I'm doing something wrong with my coins. What you mean, Tasha B? What does that mean, friend? You're doing something wrong with them? What does that mean? Um, meaning that you're running out of them? Does combo take more coins? Um, yeah, if you are doubling or tripling what you're doing, yeah, you got to be careful. Like when you tap, just tap once, tap like that. If you press down, it'll give you options to send 20, 50, 100. That may be it. You It depends on what item you're getting too. So if it's a one coin gift versus I don't know, $2.99 gift or, or a 500 coin gift. I mean, that makes a difference too. Yeah, so be careful about that. If you're doing a gift gallery, you got to pay attention to that too, because the gift gallery will tell you that you have to send to become a title gifter that you have to send multiple items. So you're sending multiple gifts for that title gifting um, designation. So pay attention to what you're doing when it comes to the type of gifts you're sending to. Okay, let's go back to the topic at hand, y'all. So we are talking number two. So I did reverse order. Number three was this board. So you guys, if you don't know how to create a board, I just did a video before coming live. So you can go back and watch the video on how to create a board. Um, when it comes to number two is all about um posting, marketing yourself, posting content, doing a live event, taking the first one where it talks about your research and um, getting uh, the keywords for your room, making sure you have that as well. So that's going to be number two. I'm sorry, number one. Ada, welcome to the room. Appreciate your friend. Hey, L. Okay, I'll start focusing more. I had 55 left, then I went back and it said recharge. Oh, yeah, you have to decide. Yeah, go back and look and see what you, yeah, look, sent. You can go back and see what did you send? What did you spend? If you go to your balance, the balance of your page. So there's a couple things. Let me show you real quick. I'll show you that and I'll show Wani. She wanted to see how to set a live goal. She wanted to see how to set a live goal. Let me see. Where am I going? Where am I going? Under so this is the so if you go here, let's go. Let me see. Make sure that's the right clicking. Okay. So hello, friend. Thank you for the follow. Did you say gardening? Welcome to the room, friend. So when you go to your main page, you're on your main page here. All right. If you click balance, this is the agency's page. If you click balance, you can click balance at the top and you click your coin status. So this is the agency's coin status. You click how many coins you have left. This is your coin information. Really quickly, I would tell you not to do recharge here. You can recharge on the website. So I would tell you to click this space here. It takes you to the website. But this little box is your gifting history. So this is where you've been spending your money. So you can kind of go through here and see what you spent money on and see how you've been charged. Okay. So this will tell you. Okay. And then that little symbol in the top corner. It doesn't tell you, let me see, does it tell you what room? I don't think it tells you what room. No, it tells you where you sent gifts, but it doesn't say what room. It tells you what you sent, but it doesn't tell you who you sent it to. Oh, really? This is so helpful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I don't see. Oh, no, never mind. It does show. It does show. My bad. My bad. Yeah, so it shows where you sent it to. Are you on the desktop then showing your phone when explaining, or do you have two phones? Two phones, two different accounts. So this is the Dr. Lisa account that we're on. This is my agency. I'm a creator network agency. So this is the agency's page and it's in the room. Not now, but it will be in the room. So it's like two different accounts coming to support. Authentic Lori, welcome to the room. Welcome everybody. Others coming in. If you are watching from the side, outside, come in. Make sure you're following the live host, but also make sure that you are saying hello so we can say hello back to you. So we want to make sure we're connecting with you also. Feel free to ask questions. I'm happy to answer questions as well. Thank you for the repost. Thank you for the repost shares. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we got fewer friends in the room right now. So let's see. Hey, share page. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hey, Wani. Wani, let me know if you're back. Did you get kicked out by TikTok? I know my numbers dropped. TikTok might have been acting funny about me showing the numbers. Sometimes that will happen. Back. Okay. So did TikTok kick you out? Let me know if that happened. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. So, when it comes to you asked Wani about Live Go, let me know if you're still here. I think you are, friend. So, when you go live here on the home screen, you see where it says live go? If you click the live go area, it shows here. You see this little circle? This is the one thing people overlook. You have to actually check that box so that it pins on your live stream. If you forget to check it, you can pin up to two. So you can't pin all three of these, but you can pin two of them. Either your super fans or your gallery goal. You always want to have your gift goal. This is your live goal. So you always want to have that. But that little circle there is often overlooked. And then obviously if you edit and then edit this little pencil, that's where you can pick your gift and then you can customize how many you want. Okay? And then make sure you hit save and confirm and save and stuff. Oh, okay, David. You said, oh, okay. You didn't know that either, David. You're like, what in the world? Yeah, that little box, I don't know. And they don't make it very explicit. That's the thing about it. It's like, how was I supposed to know I needed to check that? But yeah, that little circle, it's like, wait a minute. So make sure you click that. Hey, Amy, thank you so much, friend. Um, so that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you check that box, and that'll help you to pin it. That's how it pins in the room. So when you go live, is it automatically turned on? If you do what I just, yeah, if you do it and save it, yes, it'll show up here. It's automatically turned on. hmm You have to check it every time you go live though, because it resets. So it'll reset back to roses or, whatever. Like I do two a days. So it'll reset back to my top gift. For me it was the little slide thing, whatever that thing is on the slide. So and it just had that I hadn't achieved that goal because I hadn't finished it yet. But the other goals were gone. So I had to add those back. And if you have the three gifting, you can do up to three gifts. It says two, but you can actually do three. So let me know if that makes sense, you all. Put a Dr. Lisa Cares in the chat. We'll see. We're gonna have this room. This live is kind of a little sluggish, but we'll see if we can get things moving. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for the Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate it, friends. Yeah, feel free to share out the live. Thank you all for coming in and supporting the live stream. Okay, so number two, really quickly, we're gonna zip through this because I'm gonna stay for 2 hours, but we're almost at an hour, almost at an hour and a half. So we'll get going. You say, got it, got it. Thank you, friends. Keisha, welcome to the room. Others coming in. If you're new, put new in the chat. If you have not been here before and you're like, who is this person? I am Dr. Lisa. I'm a TikTok live coach and an agency owner. So, creator network agency owner and manager. And I teach about how to go live. I have people in the agency that are new to going live. So, we talk about it. Want to make sure you're growing and you get as much information as possible so that you can be a successful live host. I teach how to be a great viewer because you want to know how to do the viewing engagement. So, in turn, you can also take that to your room and teach your people how to be great viewers. All right. Uh, dropped. Okay. Thank you so much, Keisha. Appreciate it. That's the one I was talking about. It's like, what's the little slidey thing called? That's the rainbow slide. What's the agency link? Um, how to join my agency. This account isn't the official agency page. I'll send the agency page. But if you are looking to join, you can message me. This is called Service Plus. You can message me here or click the little um, DM Service Plus DM message here to send me a message. All right. And just say agency if you're looking to join. Hey, April, welcome to the room. All right. Thank you, David. You're welcome. Um, Drop it in to go live in 30. See you next time. Okay. Thank you, Wani. Um, Andres, thank you so much. You're new. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Got it. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the support. Let's see. My other friends coming in. Let me know if you guys have other questions. So I did a little reversed conversation here. So we started off with the board first. That's the third thing you want to do. Um, Thank you. You're welcome, friend. That's the third thing you want to do. And then you also, number two, you want to pay attention to marketing yourself. So if you are looking to go live, you should be, first of all, hey Bella, you should be creating a live event every time before you go live. That's going to help with accountability for you. Because oftentimes you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to go live today. I'm not going to do anything. No, put a live event out there and make sure you commit to it. Thanks, Bella, for that daily heart me. Appreciate it, friend. Put a live event out there so you actually follow through. The other thing is that live, you said that's right. The other thing is that it also is helping your viewers because your viewers can register for your next live event. So when I end this live, my next live event is there for you to register for it. So you get a reminder and you can come to it. So make sure you do it for that reason too. That helps with building your community. What is an agency and why would I need to join one? Okay, Andres. Thank you so much for being here. Um, do you go well, it's a thank you all for being here. Thank you, Bella. Thank you for the populars and the Dr. Lisa cares. Appreciate the combo. Um, if you are a live host, if you're a live host, so it is for people who go live. It's a free program. First of all, it's free. It's a free program for people who are going live. And what happens is that agencies help with your training, monetization strategy. You said actually is an amazing mentor. Thank you, friend. All the time. Um, and also protection, like if you're in violation or risk of getting banned. So an agency is there to kind of step in and advocate on your behalf. Now, not all agencies are the same, so you got to pick an agency that's going to be a right fit for you and what you're looking for. But ultimately, you the goal is that you're supposed to grow as a live host. TikTok sees you as a rookie and they want to see you. So rookie status here, maybe you don't know all the ins and outs, all the features, all the things to do and not do. So you're here. With an agency, you should be here if you're being strategic about what you're doing in your live stream and you are looking to stay consistent and grow. All right. So that's the goal. Now, some people get frustrated, maybe a little overwhelmed, and they, stop moving forward, stop going live before anything major happens. Well, with an agency, you become a little bit more accountable because you're technically in a contract. The agency has a contract for you to support you. And so not that you could just stop. I mean, you could. No one's going to check for you not to for you to go live if you're like I'm not doing it, life is life and but ultimately it offers a little bit more accountability to you too to show up and stay committed. And you know you want to make sure that you are actually following through on something you said you were going to commit to doing. So that's where the agency comes in, so they can help with that accountability, but also help with the training if you have questions, as well as if you are in trouble and you are doing something against TikTok's community guidelines, they can advocate for you, okay, by submitting inquiry on your behalf. The other thing I will say, my particular agency, I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern daily. I also do a weekly meeting with our community on school on I mean I'm sorry on Zoom on Sundays. Hey Diana. Next couple Sundays we're gonna miss because I'm traveling. This is my birthday month, so I have some travel things that are gonna conflict. So we'll reconvene on the 26th of July. But with that, we have a school community, SKOOL, where you can also get resources on going live and strategies, as well as new live host checklists. So all those documents are available to you. You also have the ability to collaborate with other creators and agency. So again, it's really built as a community, and I want you guys to grow and learn from each other. Ideally, if you got recruited by somebody in the agency, someone said, "Hey, use my code," that's your person you can go to and ask questions as well. When last but not least, I do one-on-ones. So I do one-on-ones with my agency folks so that you guys can ask me questions, can get acclimated. You can we take a data-driven approach. So we look at your analytics and your data so that we can ideally see how you're improving. I want you to be very measured too with what you're doing in your live stream, and obviously want to move the needle so that you do get what you need out of the stream and you are improving. Okay. Yes, and I know I can come in here and ask questions 2 times per day. There we go. I met some of the most amazing people from this room. Yes, yes, that's the beauty of this agency too. There are some really, really great creators, and and the community is great. What I tell you though, you also have to be of that mindset. People are not just going to come to your live just because you go live. You also have to be an engager. You have to go to other people's lives. You got to make sure that you're connecting and thinking about, your network. So, so that's how it works. Absolutely true that. Yep. Yep. And so, all right, friends, let me know if there's any other questions about the agency. So, if you're interested and ready to join the agency, you can. I pinned my Service Plus earlier. Feel free to message me if you're interested in the agency. I'll send you the agency's page as well as maybe a little bit, it's a little bit of a blurb to make sure you understand the requirements. You have to make sure you're going live at least 4 days out the week for 61 minutes or more because that's a valid go live day for TikTok. More is better. That's more visibility for you, more opportunity to get pushed out. Also, you got to make sure that you don't belong to an agency already. That's against TikTok's policy. So one agency for one account, the account that you've made the most diamonds with. TikTok also says you can't make more than 5,000 diamonds, which is like $5,000. I'm sorry, $5,000, which is like 500,000 diamonds. Um, in the last 5 months. So all the fives in the last 5 months, or else if you did, then you can't join an agency. You don't need an agency, technically, according to TikTok. You're good. And so you're no longer a rookie. That's what that means. And so what the last thing is that you have to be in US and Canada for my agency and no violations or restrictions at the time of applying. You're highly recommended on TikTok. A friend referred me to you. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Who's your friend? And if they're in the agency, you definitely want to get their referral code so that they can get credit for bringing you in if you're looking to join the agency. Um, so yeah, so that's the agency in a nutshell. Let me know if there's other questions surrounding that, and I always want to make sure I'm answering questions. So we're having a little bit of a low room today. So let me say this: if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, let's get some shares. We'll see if we can share out the live. I'm going to be on for maybe another 30 minutes, if not longer, shorter than that, maybe less than 30 minutes. So I want to make sure I'm answering questions. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask them. We're going to go into number two. I'm going to do a little bit of show and tell, but before I get through number two, I wanted to make sure I did. Wanted to make sure, thank you all for the shares. I appreciate it. If you click the arrow in the corner, you can share, you can add to story, you can repost it. You also can do what's called a power share. Press down on my glasses, my nose. That way you can share out through a list of names that pop up for you. Okay? A list of friends. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate that, Rebecca. Selena, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you have any questions, my friends. Um, if you're curious about TikTok Live, feel free to ask your questions. I'm happy to answer questions for you, all of you. And then, Wani, are you still here, friend? Let me know if you're still in the room. Rebecca, thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. If it says follow up here, be sure to follow the live host, which is me. And if it doesn't, if it says follow, be sure to follow the live host. And if it is, in fact, you haven't joined the fan club, you can click join as well. So that's how you join, and you want to refresh. If it's grayed out, that means you haven't gotten your heart me more recently. So you're welcome to grab your daily heart me as well. All right. So I appreciate you all being here. Hello. Thank you so much, David. Thank you, Rebecca. Appreciate you all. Andres, thank you so much, friend. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Appreciate that support, friends. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate the support. Um, if you are, like I said, new, put new in the chat so we can say hi to you as well that way. And send a message, that's fine. I'm digressing. Wani, I don't know if she's here, but I think she's gone to her room. I did just send her that agency information, so that's something she needed. All right, friends, we are going to get started in just a few minutes. We are still going. All right, friends, appreciate the support. So let me digress for a second. I was going to show who's here. Bounty, Bella. Bella, are you here? I think Bella just popped out. I was going to show her the feature I shared earlier. Elle, thank you for the donuts. I appreciate it, friend. I was going to show her the feature I shared earlier. Um, as people are coming into your live and your community is growing, I want you guys to know that there's tags you can set for your community. Who knows about the tags? If you know about the tag, just say me. Put it in the chat how to tag your fan club members and where to see those tags. I've been showing it today because I think it was one of those features that a lot of people don't know is there. If you don't know where it's at, just say no. I have no clue. You can just say no. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking another language right now. So put that in the chat. We're gonna get some engagement too. No, Rebecca, you don't know what I'm talking about. All right. So no. So my people in the agency, I want to make sure you guys knew because some of you are starting to grow. All right. Some of you are starting to grow your fan club, and I want you guys to be intentional about setting up your fans club, understanding who's in the room. No, I don't know. All right. Not homeless alone. Welcome to the room, friend. And so I want you guys to pay attention to your fan club. And if you don't know what a fan club is, that's a whole nother conversation. So if you don't know what a fan club is, you can say no to fan, no to fan club, and I'll explain that in a little bit more details too. So these are things that you want to pay attention to because this is how you build community. So when it comes to the fan club, this is the way I explain it. I use the analogy of if you have a favorite singer, a favorite, band, no to fan club, okay. A favorite band, a favorite comedian, and you're like, oh, I'm a fan of theirs. That is TikTok's fan club. That's what this is. So TikTok has used that same concept to say, okay, if you're a fan of someone else's out there, in the real world, maybe you buy their music, maybe you go to their concerts, maybe you follow them on social media, maybe you watch them when they perform on television. You are a fan. Now, we don't necessarily do all the things, but we do a lot of those things. And sometimes you become even a super fan, which is a whole nother concept TikTok has here. Thank you so much, Travis. I appreciate that daily heart, me friend. And so, as you are a fan of someone, TikTok says, okay, well, I want you to be a fan of this live room, this live host. And because of that, I'm going to give you the opportunity to show your fan support. Thank you for the populars, friend. And it gives you a checklist of things to do. So start sending the populars. That's one thing that's on that checklist. Send populars. You see people sending the community gift because as a member of my community, there's a gift that TikTok gave me that's the little Dr. Lisa Cares gift. There's also the Heart Me. That's how you become a member of the fan club. So if you don't have it, that's the badge that says Lisa next to people's names. If you look in the chat, you'll see people with two different badges. One is the blue box with the number, and the other one is the Lisa Heart badge. Those two badges represent two different things. One is Lisa from my room, and that's how people have clicked my Heart Me. That's where the little heart with the little squiggly face pops up, and they become a fan club member. And then the other one is the box with the number. That box follows you to every single live you go to. And that's for how you are engaging in gifting. Whether you sent a rose, whether you sent the Heart Me, whether you sent, I don't know, a gift from the gift box, or supported my live goal. That's what's up here, my live goal. And then in my photo up here is my gift gallery. TikTok sets that gift gallery. I can't change it, but those are the gifts that TikTok says, okay, if people want to become title gifters and have their name in your profile box throughout the week, that's a way to do it. You said this is so informative. You're welcome, friend. And so just know that's what people do. They're intentionally engaging. So as a fan club member, TikTok gives you a checklist of things to do. Think about that checklist that's there. Tells you to get your Heart Me. Tells you to put a comment in. Tells you to send populars. It tells you to set my live goal. Set a notification to know when I go live. It tells you to send gifts from the gift gallery that are part of the fan club gifts, or any gift if you want to. So again, TikTok is giving you, tells you to become a super fan and also gift a super fan if you want to. And you get points for that. And those points allows you to level up in my room. So you become a certain level fan club member. So you can go from level 1 to level 50. The blue box does the same thing. I do very intricate paint by numbers, and I want to go live. I'm nervous. Oh, that's a good one though. That would be a great live room. Yeah, you definitely should do it. Hey, friend, thank you so much for flying in. I see your friend. Tapping is clapping. Thank you so much. Yes, we're going to continue to tap the screen. That's the hearts that are flowing. Just Carla, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. Chaos Creatives, thank you so much for being here as well. I tell people to do it scared, Travis. Just do it. As you do it, you'll get better at it. You could you could create this feature here. This is called Viewer Wishes. And so if you want people to engage in certain ways, you could set this up. These words are changeable. These gifts are changeable as well. And you can set that up where people are engaging by clicking your paint by numbers. You can ask, go to other rooms and see how they have their room set up, or ask Chat, Claude, whoever, one of the other AIs, and ask it how to set you up. But that's gonna get your engagement. Others who are coming in, I appreciate you guys coming in. Huffers, is that it? Thank you so much for being here. If you So let's go back to the fan club real quick. So the fan club, what you guys said, no, you didn't know what I was talking about, how to tag your fan club members. So what I'm gonna do real quick, and I'm going to turn viewer wishes off. I'm gonna show you screenshots I took earlier in the day of somebody in the room. They're wanting to learn a little bit more about the fan club, and they had a question about how did I know, I think it was Star, how did I know someone in the room was a fan club member? Like, how did I know they had been here before? Well, I could click your names and I can see you all. And if you've been in my room and you become a fan club member, I told you it goes from level 1 to level 50. If you come back a few times and you've gotten the Daily Heart Me and claim those points, there's points up here. If you see a plus symbol with a number next to it, that means you have to go in and claim those points because you have points sitting there. You said you are psychic. Hey, friend. And so with claiming those points, you level up in the room, and that's how you continue to grow in someone's room. You want to grow. You want to have a presence. You want them to remember you. That's the whole point of this app. This is an engagement app. If you are not engaging, you are missing the bigger picture. If you are not doing the gifting engagement, the fan club engagement, you're missing out on how to build a community, okay? Because those people will potentially become your supporters because you're actually showing up for them. They see you doing that for them, they support you back. That reciprocity does exist. Doesn't go always tit for tat, but it does exist. And if you're adding value, then people really appreciate you and they keep coming back for more and more value. All right? So, what I shared earlier is this feature here. I'm just going to go to it real quick so I can, I'm going to move on to the other couple topics before I have to get off the live. And so, this was Wani's page. So, how did I get here? I got here because I clicked this fan club member under my number of people, and it showed me a list of names, and I went to Wani's name and I clicked her name. Okay, so when I clicked her name, it showed me there's a little symbol. Let me flip my screen so I don't have to keep pointing the wrong way. Right under her name where it says Wanda, Wanda, where the N is, you see that little box with the pencil. Say yes or no if you see it. It's the little box with the pencil. That box with the pencil, I can click. When I click that box with the pencil, it shows me, yes, thank you so much, Rebecca. It shows me this box. So I click that box with the pencil. It says manage tags. So you can create tags for your fan club members. You can add a tag. So if I add one, and I added one, it popped up here, it said great supporter. That tag is there for Wani. That tag now shows up here in the fan club, and I can see it there. And it also will show up under here, the number of people in the room. So if she's in the room, I will see where she's number 5, I will see the word great supporter. Okay? So that is something you want to do so that you can start tagging information about your viewers. People are coming in your room and getting some information from you. Maybe they have a specific thing that they shared with you. Maybe they shared that they're from the same state as you, or some other place that you want to make sure you document. You could put that there, so you can see where people are from. Okay, you could put other content about how they've engaged in your room. Again, it's an opportunity for you to track your supporters. All right, and so you can start supporting them, you know, by calling that out. Like, oh yeah, how are you doing? You're from Chicago. That's my home state. I love that. That's awesome. So that's a way you can remember people. You're like, oh yeah. So you can click the name up here and have that list there, or go back to your fan club and click it there. All right. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions about that. I'm happy to answer questions. Um, but that's something I want you guys to pay attention to. If you are not a fan club member as of yet, um, and you haven't engaged in that way, this is a great time to get your daily heart meet. Okay, so it's a great time to get your daily heart meet. Let me know if you have questions about that too. So I'm happy to answer questions about the heart meet still. Um, in the meantime, let's go to. I'm gonna skim these last two because I don't know if I have a whole lot of time. I have about 20 minutes, a little less than 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get off soon. I'm gonna get off shortly, but I want to make sure I answer the last few questions. And we have not. Our traffic for tonight has been a little slower. Maybe in the last couple minutes, I'll add a couple of products and see if we get a little boost. See if we get a little boost in traffic. Welcome to the room, everybody. And okay. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all. Um, and again, we're doing this live. We'll see if we get a little bit more of a boost with folks coming in to the room. If you have questions, feel free to ask your questions. Thank you, Capable. Thank you, others who are coming into the live stream. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys coming through to support the live stream. And if you have questions, feel free to ask those questions. We don't have as much likes going on today, too. I think that's partially it. We usually get a little bit more likes. We haven't even gotten to 50K. So if you guys don't mind liking the live, that is where you are literally tapping the screen. If you are tapping the screen, I'll show you what it looks like to tap on the screen. If you're tapping, hey, Miss K Latte, how are you, friend? Happy birthday. But I was in your room. I said happy birthday yesterday. Great battle, friend. July is a big birthday month for a lot of people. So if you're coming in and you don't know how to like the live, it typically you'll hear people say tapping is clapping. If you tap on the screen, hearts pop up. Those hearts are, we're gonna look at my name up here, my photo. Those hearts are gonna show up in the corner as you are tapping, tapping, tapping. And as those hearts are as you're tapping, there's a line that is crawling across. You see that little line going underneath my name? As it crawls to the end of my name, that heart is going to start getting fatter and it's going to start percolating dots. You see where it got fatter and the dots are percolating out of it? And then I'm going to let go. You're going to see confetti fall on the screen. It tells me how many likes I sent. I sent 105 and the confetti falls on the screen. That's where people say you tapping is clapping, tap to the confetti falls. You hear all those comments. You're like, what does all that mean? That's exactly what it means. And then you'll see people who have a tapping device. And I'm going to pin my tapping device so you can see it. And so you'll see people with a tapping device. That's what this is. It is tapping the screen. It helps to get some engagement. It's on the high end, so I would turn it down just a wee bit. Anywhere between, I got it on 11 now. Anywhere between, 5 to about 15 is super high, on the high end. But don't have it too high because TikTok will say it's fake engagement. And so you don't want to do that. Our matches, let's see, what are our matches, friend? How to do the things on the side. What things on the side? What you mean? Viewer wishes? Is that what you mean? What do you mean by that? Capable? I think that's viewer wishes you're asking about. Let me know if that's it. Is that this thing here? what Mets what Mets his battles? You want to know what our battles? Let me know if that's what you mean. You want to know what our battles? And tapping here, this is the tapper. It goes, it's 50% off. It's free ship, pre-returns. I think it must have a little fee to it. And it taps there. So that's another way to get quick taps in your room. So I got that on right now. Let me know what you meant by that, friend. I think you're saying what are battles? So what are battles? Battles are little match events. Um, we got a small room. No, there are campaigns for. No, there are campaigns for MS. You mean like MS, like the condition? Let me know if that's what you mean. I don't know what you meant by that. Are they campaigns for it? Thank you, Jean. Appreciate the follow. Other phone. Be right back. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm following you, friend. How do I invite my friends to my live? As a live host, let's see. You see this little arrow here? You guys see it in your corner. See that arrow? As a live host, you have an arrow too. You have a share button. You're going to see it on your screen. And then if you press down, you can do this as a live host too. A list of names pop up that you can share it with. Your friends might be listed there, or at the very bottom, you could search for them. If you want to search for any of your friends, you can search for them. So pressing the middle of the screen will get you that. That's called a power share if you want to just go through that list, or using your share button. As a live host, you see that share button too. So you can share out your live. You can share it to your group chat, to your friends. You can add it to your story, or you could do the power share. Okay? Let me know. And then before you go live, that share button is there as well. Hey, Kat, thank you so much for friending. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Live events is something you want to create before you go live so you can share it out to your community. You also want to spend some time creating content where you are promoting and marketing your live. Be you. There are campaigns. Was this your other account? Were you all here for a second ago? Let's see. Just Carla. Okay, so that's your other account. Hey, friend. There are campaigns that they want us to do matches, and I don't know what that they mean by a match, a battle. So yeah, so you didn't know what a match was. Okay, yeah. So yeah, there are campaigns that you have to do it. So when you are live, there's the interlocking ring. What you've been doing is clicking the two people. That's not what you're clicking. You're clicking the rings. The rings is where you co-host. Is next to the two people for you. So the rings are where you co-host. You cannot co-host if you have the two people up in your room. I mean, you have the panel boxes on. So you got to turn that feature off, remove your panel boxes, and then turn on your co-host feature where you're doing a match where you can select people, maybe somebody you know already, or you can do what's called a quick invite and invite people to join you live to do a friendly match or do a match. Thank you so much. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate everybody who's coming in. Let me know if you guys have questions. And so once you click the match, there's going to be boxing gloves, and you can click that. Click those boxing gloves to connect with people. Okay. Okay. I don't like interrupting folks who are. I just changed phones still. Okay, gotcha. Let me know if you guys have questions. We can do if there's somebody in the room who's in the agency. B. Carla, if you want to do one real quick, I'll do one with you. If you go live, you got to go live to do it. So I don't know if you're ready to go live, but I'll do a friendly one with you, and then you want to turn off your audience control. So 18 years and older, I don't have turned on right now. So let me know if you want to do it, and I'll show you. I'll walk it through with you. Can you tell me how you got the words on the screen? I can. I can tell you that because I actually just did a video about this. So you can go to my page, go to this page here. If you click my photo here in the corner, my mini profile pops up. Click my photo again. It is the video I just posted. It's called a board, how to create a board. It's there for you. It's there's three videos pinned. It's the fourth video that you'll see. That's there. But creating a board video is there now, so it is there for people to look at. Um, I've been meaning to do that video for months now because people ask that all the time. How do I create the words on the screen, the board and stuff? And so it is there for you. All right. Let me know if you guys have questions. Carla, thank you so much. You're welcome. Cheerful Habits, welcome to the room. Appreciate you as well. I just got out of shower. Can we do tomorrow? Getting ready for my live. Getting it. Okay, you going earlier. Okay, thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Everybody who's coming in, thank you for the follows. Let me do this. I might ask. Let me see. I don't know who is live that is eligible. But do you guys mind if we did a friendly one? We'll just do a friendly one with someone, and I'll do it. I have to take my shopping cart off. But let me know if you guys have questions, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. And I'll see if I can find somebody in the agency that is willing to do it. I don't know if there's somebody available, but I'm taking my shopping cart off. I have to turn that off first. And then we're gonna get off shortly. So if you guys have questions, let me know. I really didn't get through the three things fully the way I wanted to. So I'm happy to answer questions. The other two things is marketing. How to pin my products during my live. Daydream. Let me understand something. When you say pin your products, are you a shop, meaning that you're selling your own products, or are you an affiliate? So I'm an affiliate, like I had somebody's microphone, somebody's tapper. So you have your own products that you're selling, luxury coloring books for women. Is that what you're doing? And so when you're live, there's two ways to get to it. Before you go live, there is the business suite on the setup screen for your live stream. Click that, and it'll have the TikTok shop there, and you can click it and add your products for the shopping for the live, and you can do that setup before the live. When you are in your live, there's a shopping bag in the middle of the screen. You click that, and that's a way to get to add products to. So that, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, no problem. How to pin my products to my live. I'm getting my access back. D2. Gotcha, friend. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, friends. So yeah, that's how you would do it. And then if you are let's see. Thank you all. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. How you doing, Brand? Thank you so much. Others who are coming in, appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate the support. We are going to we'll see if we can do a quick battle. Let's see. I'll see if it makes sense to do one. Our friend.
Hello, hello.
How you doing, friend?
I am doing fabulous. How about you?
Doing great. I was talking about battling, so I figured I would find somebody in the agency that may be willing to do a friendly one.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, friend. So really quickly, I always want to make it a teaching opportunity. So what's going to happen, friends in the room? We're going to turn on the boxing gloves. We're going to click the boxing gloves, and what happens is taps, comments are points, and then any gifting you want to do is also our points that we collect, and it supports the live stream. So let me know if you guys have questions along the way. I'm going to direct you through it, and then our friend here, Therapy Girl,
Hey
she's going to be
guys,
talking to her community.
we have Dr. Lisa. She's our agency manager. So she and I are going to do a battle. All right. She and I are going to do a battle. All right. So we're doing this battle. So during this battle, guys. So you guys make sure you are tapping the screen
Tapping the
You
screen.
guys tap the screen. So
And
she's pretty popular. So y'all, come on, y'all
no,
help me out. I see you on
I
the
mean, I'm in
platform.
here. I'm
Y'all help me out. So thank you, Miss Loretta Sunshine. Thank you so much. And like I said, make sure y'all are
so
tapping,
first.
and whatever gifts you're gonna send, you go ahead and send those
So
gifts. Thank you, little
yeah,
Miss
so
Sunshine.
first three. So
Thank
the
you so
first skip
much.
is worth three
So I
times
didn't
the
even know we
points.
were gonna do this battle tonight, but she just jumped on and did it. So we got 59 people.
So
I sure appreciate it. I'm gonna get
any
right back to y'all's questions.
any
Miss
first
Marlene,
gift
I
is
see
what you
you.
want to
What
send
about
now.
love bombing? Is
The
that a
first gift.
form of manipulation? Actually, we'll get into that. So I have not forgot you guys' questions. Soon as we get back to
Okay. Well, I'll mute it for a second. Thank you so much. So BU, so first time gifting is a really good time for you to send your points, your biggest gift then. So BU, you did it. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. How to battle. So we're doing it cheerful. So basically, with the way the battles work, you'll have prompts that are popping up on the screen. You'll have prompts that are popping up on the screen, and you want to kind of tell your community how to engage. Some people will do it in a way that they're, you know, they've done some pre-battle work, so their top gifters, these three boxes here, they've sent a gift, and they've gotten what's called power-ups. So they won. Maybe the first box is the MVP. They've won some power-ups. Those power-ups you can use to make it like three times the gifting, um, boxing gloves, misters to kind of cover up the score. You also have the lightning bolts to give your top viewers extra points when they'll get extra points as they gift. And so the gifting gets you points. So it's like ammunition for your room. How do you find people to battle? The two interlocking rings when you go live, there's some points there. Hey Essence, how are you, friend? We're doing a friendly battle with Therapy Girl. And so I was showing I was going to do a little quick teaching. This is a real battle. This is a battle. Thank you so much for the hand hearts. This is a real battle. We battling. And so I appreciate y'all. So thank you. So yeah, we can win. However you want to support, we greatly appreciate it. We'll see if we get a second speed. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Usually it'll happen halfway through the battle, right around now, basically. And so we'll get second speed where it could be 2 or 3 times the gifting points. And so we'll see what happens if we get that or not. But ultimately, if you're being strategic about it, you would have done some pre-battles. And so those pre-battles would have given you power-ups where you can have, those extra points that you can potentially multiply the gifts that are being sent. So it allows more points for gifting. And then you also are able to, do some strategy. Okay, so strategy where, again, if you want to block out the score so the person can't see their score, you can't see yours either. I guess you can see yours. It might be a little grayed out, but you can't see it. Or there's also, if the points get too imbalanced, thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the pockets. Thank you for that mask. If the points get too imbalanced, TikTok will make it so that the person on the other side freezes up. It's like save me will pop up on the screen, little things like that. So it's a great way to kind of get your again your viewers to have fun with you too. So everything supports the live, the populars, the other gifts that you send is going to help to get you more points. The only thing you want to be careful with is roses. If you send roses during the time that the glove or any of the power-ups are sent out, it will deactivate those power-ups. So you want to kind of avoid that gift in particular. But people say send populars or send community hearts and stuff like that. Thank you, Brent. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you all for supporting the live. We're in the last 40 seconds of this particular battle. So I appreciate you all coming through and supporting the battle. I need to battle more often, to be honest with you, because I'm trying to figure out the community, what do you call it? The community, creator community program. And a lot of it does require you to battle. So you don't want to be a person that doesn't battle at all. You want to try to find opportunities like this, where we're doing a Therapy Girl, where you're battling somebody friendly. It's no high stakes. You can get it done. Yes, I love battling Dr. Lee. Do you really? All right. All right. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate it. Oh, we gonna win. Do we win? We got one more. We lost just by the hair. Just by a little bit. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, BU. Appreciate you all. We just missed it. Oh my gosh, you tried to snipe. You did it really good, friend. Appreciate your friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a campaign program that TikTok has out there. So I appreciate your therapy, girl. We tried to snipe right at the end. Appreciate you all.
Next time, next
All
time.
right. Thanks for battling with me. I appreciate it. Thanks for the show and
All
tell.
right, bye
Take care. In
bye.
my room, I appreciate you all supporting to be
All
you,
right,
Essence,
guys.
friend,
Yes,
not
thank y'all so
homeless for
much.
long, my friends, Andress and Dream, Daydream. Thank you to your team too. I appreciate it, friend.
Thank you guys. See
All right.
ya.
Bye bye.
All right, that was so.
Okay. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, ladies. I had to give more coins. Oh, you're so sweet. Appreciate it. She got us quick. She did at the end. They were waiting on us. They was gonna snipe. I should have mentioned it. I wasn't thinking. I should have said they gonna snipe on us, y'all. Be ready. Well, that was good. I appreciate y'all supporting that way. That was oh dang, I had to call you. So, but yeah, so that's how it goes. That's a battle. And so, as you can tell, I muted her. She's definitely talking to her room, connecting with her room, talking through the battle strategy. So, figure it was probably better to mute. Sometimes though, if you and the live host, you guys can talk. You guys can have like a whole conversation. And then if you find somebody who you're really compatible with, maybe I think about people who are like in the makeup niche, and so maybe you're doing like your mascara and you guys are having like a mascara eyeshadow battle. So you're doing that thing and they're doing theirs, and you kind of see who wins the look also. So there's little things like that you could do. I need to get a battle crew. Yes, a battle crew would be good. You could probably form one with the agency. There's a few people who want to battle a little bit more. Lady T, welcome to the room, friend. There's a few people who want to battle a little bit more. There's a few people trying to climb when it comes to, I just mentioned the creator career program. There's some people who are trying to do that program and climb up with their career in TikTok as a live host and grow their status. So there's some people who are trying to do that, and battling is one of the requirements. Yeah, you're doing those match events. SD, welcome to the room, friend. Yay, yay, yay. I saw the saw players doing that. You saw some which players? Hello, friends. How y'all doing? Thank you so much. I'm not ready. You're not ready. You're ready. You're ready. You could there are people, like I said, there's some people in the agency that do battle, and they're always looking for opponents. Friendly people to connect with. People I know who does it pretty often is Jennifer Springs. She'll come to my live. She's battled a few times. She battles often. I'm sorry, oftentimes in her live stream. Um, I know Black Lotus. She likes to battle on occasion. And so she's always up for a battle. Therapy Girl, the one I just battled, she's always up for a battle. You heard her say, "Hey, y'all, we're gonna do a quick battle." So she teaches, but she will do a break for a battle. And so yeah, so I do a lot of other people battles, not my own. I'm pretty good at it. All right, all right, all right. I love it. Definitely, friend. When it comes to late night battle crew, Unwritten Unstoppable, Miss Treetop, they battle every night, often. And then there's our A leaguer, Lisa Live. She battles all the time. She's battling all the time. So you'll get there. You'll get there. Like I said, I need to shift my room to be a little bit more open and teaching it and showing it, because people, as you're doing this, I don't want you guys to be afraid of it. I don't want you to shy away from it. I want you to be embracing it because it is part of TikTok's culture, and it is going to help with visibility. All right. So I don't want you guys to be like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna battle. I don't agree with it." That's not gonna help you. Okay. Do both people have to be live to battle? Yes. Yes. Yeah. So so because I can see who's live, there's a couple of things that just happened in this scenario. I have a computer screen up right now. And so I'm the agency owner and manager. So I could see who's live. And so I saw Therapy Girl was live. So I was able to, when I clicked my two rings, I saw her to see. Then I saw her in the list, and I told you guys earlier you have to match. So I saw she was an available person I could match with, because she does her name is Therapy Girl. So I was assuming that she wasn't going to be a match, because I have my 18 years and older off. Well, she has hers off too. So hers is off, and so we did match. So I was able to connect with her. So I saw her live, and I was like, well, let me take a risk and see if she's open and willing to do it. And she was open and willing to do it. So again, it's something where not everybody will want to battle, depending on what your topic is and what they're doing. So not everybody wants to do it, and not everybody is open to it. Okay. So but yeah, you want to try to do it. Don't be, shying away from it. It's important to see that as part of your growth strategy. TikTok does see, hey, rural route um, agency. I'm a Creator Network agency owner and manager. Creator Networks are TikTok's programs for helping creators. You guys are creators. Go live and continue to go live. And it's a free program. It's free to you all because TikTok pays you through the rewards you get, the diamonds you're getting, and then they take their percentage. TikTok takes their percentage, and with their percentage, they give a few percentages to the agency to support you. And so that's how it works. It doesn't. It's some stipulations on it. There's some other things you have to keep in mind, but essentially, an agency's there to support you. Hey, Lady Esther, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. I battle as a guest. I battle as a guest, but I don't have the room yet. Um, so yeah, you could do a box battle with your guests. You could. That's a strategy. How do you join the free program? You have to be a live host first of all for you to be eligible, and you have to be consistent with your live stream. You got to go live at least 4 days out the week for at least 61 minutes or more. You also have to be, willing to come to the live room, learn, grow, meet, um, network with other people. I say that because a lot of people will join and not do any of the other stuff. And I think that's how you grow. That's how you able to take the information and share it, and apply it rather in your live stream. So you gotta be willing to do that. Um, Mocha, welcome back, friend. You also have to be make sure that you don't have an agency already with another account. So one agency per person, um, for one account only. You also can't have made too much money already. TikTok says if you made $5,000 or more, then you don't need an agency. You're good. When it comes to really being, you have to be in the U.S. and Canada too. Hey, Essence, thank you for that level 19, friend. Appreciate that, friend. Um, hey, welcome in the room, friends. Those who are joining, thank you so much for being here. And so, what else? You have to make sure you don't have any violations or restrictions at the time of applying. And so, those are the main core things you want to keep in mind. You have to be willing to grow. TikTok is looking for people to be consistent. You got to be willing to work on your live stream and your strategy. That's why they have that Creator Career program to kind of help you think about things you should be doing in your live stream and how do you actually grow even more as a live host. So that's the whole goal. Keep showing up, being consistent. All right. Let me know if there's other questions, my friends. I'm going to get off in just a few minutes. Let me know if there's any other questions before we get off the live. Appreciate you all coming through. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate you guys coming in. If you guys are new, come on in and ask your questions. Let's see. How do you grow? Showing up, being consistent, doing the content. Remember I told you I'm trying to post more content. Posting the content, engaging in the live stream. So cheerful. I'll say this, friend. You don't have, so real quick, I'm gonna do a quick lesson. You don't have a blue box. You see, look at my friend Bren. Thank you so much, Bren. She's below you. Um, If you don't have a blue box or the Lisa box, um, people tend to, couple things you want to know. People use that as a way to determine if you are a gifting engager. And because you've never done that before, people sometimes may not engage and follow as quickly when you're in the live room, or they see you as someone who's asking questions, especially a live host, but you haven't done like the basics of grabbing someone's daily heart rate, supporting their live stream, when it comes to sending populars, sending a rose, that type of gifting engagement helps to support the live stream and helps to get more visibility. And every live host is looking to grow. You're looking to grow your fan club. You're looking to grow your community. You're looking to also network and connect with other people. And so you want to connect with people who understand how to engage properly too. So that's one of the things you want to do. How do the background for live and change it while live? How to do the background? What background? My lights? This is real. This is a real background. It's a light system. Is that what you mean? It's a little light. That's changing. It has a little remote. And I set it to fade in and out. I'm assuming that's what you're asking me. So part of that is optics too. So as you have a blue box, it tells people that you understand how to engage. Yeah. So it's part of it's available in my showcase, where you can have that lighting change in your room. Yeah. So it's called the sunset lamp. Um, so cheerful habits. I and others in the room, I didn't go through the blue box as much, or the daily heart me. I talked about the daily heart me a little earlier, quite a bit, but just recognize that those are things you want to do as you are coming into life. You said I'm new, still learning. Yeah, yeah, no, I get it, and I teach newbies, so that's why when you go to other rooms, some live hosts may not engage. They may not answer your questions. They may not fully support because they see it as you're asking questions, but you haven't done the things to support the live stream. Like I said, click in the Daily Heart Me. Miss Katrina, welcome to the room, friend. How you doing, friend? And so Miss Katrina flies in. She's a level 30, so she has a blue box that's level 30, and so she's been engaging quite a bit. Okay, so she's done the gift and engagement. So I tell people when you come into a live, thank you for the populace. Thank you, Coach Rhonda. When you come into a live, you want to make sure you're doing that type of support. PhD, welcome to the room. Thank you for the rose. Thank you, friend. That you want to have coins on your account so you can do the gifting like that. The Daily Heart Me, the roses, the populars, those are one coin. So think of it as one penny. So I tell people to have starts with maybe $10, $20, nothing to break the bank, but just something where you can start that engagement. Okay, and you decide what that looks like and how you decide to support, what your budget looks like, but you want to start growing. And so that's how you're going to start building more people to follow you and engage with your live, because you're going around doing it for other people. That reciprocity is real. And as you're being strategic about what you're doing, not necessarily going to grow rooms, because those people are trying to get their numbers just like you trying to get your numbers. They don't necessarily go and engage, but you want to make sure you're being intentional about the rooms you're going into and connecting with people. So true engagement. Yep. And as people are getting to know what your live is and when you go live, and here I ask you to share your live so you can hopefully get some new eyes and for you to get the chance to talk about it. Because if you're not the live host, they can't hear you, but they can see you in the chat. And so hopefully people are connecting with people that way too. So I make that a big piece of what I talk about. Thank you for that Daily Heart Me. I am about to get off, but so if you want to put your live time, your topic, time, and time zone in the chat, that'll be helpful too. What's the difference between a grow room and engagement room? Nothing. Same room. Same room. They're trying to change the brand, the narrative about those rooms. Because TikTok says grow rooms are bad, but engagement rooms are great. So same darn room, just change the name, but they're the same. Same thing. And so you have those rooms where people are playing the music and it's like, come on now, let's get these besties. You want to make sure you're networking and connecting with people. That's how they talk. So they're doing all that, and the room is, if a lot of gifting and all that stuff is happening. But at the end of the day, again, those people are there for the numbers, just like you are. So that's the name of the game. So you want to make sure you're going to rooms that maybe are teaching um, some information you're looking to learn, or if you are looking to for a topic that you're going to cover, go to those rooms, because those are rooms where people, for the most part, are interested in the same topic you are. Okay, so go to rooms where you're going to meet viewers and other people who are engaging, and they ideally will become your followers. And then when you go live and start that process, you'll have people who have a similar interest as you. Hey Alex, how you doing? Thank you so much for the Dr. Lisa Cares PhD. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for that daily heart me, Alex. Appreciate the support. Let me know if you guys have any questions before I head off. Thank you, friend. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let me know if you have any questions about that. I didn't do the full-blown explanation because I usually show you the boxes and we talk through it, and we have kind of a more in-depth conversation about what's going on and what to expect. But I want to make sure that you guys are getting all the information you need. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I wanted to make sure I did something real quick. Thank you all. Appreciate you all. You're welcome. Very helpful. You're welcome. No problem. Any last minute questions before your girl heads off? Let me know if there's any last minute questions. And then I am going to get off in just a few minutes, and so we'll get going. I'll be back tomorrow at, thank you, Golden. Welcome to the room, friend. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I go live every day. And this weekend, we'll see what the live schedule looks like. I'll probably end up doing 2 lives on Saturday just by chance because of my schedule. I have a event I'm going to on Sunday. So Saturday I may be able to get 2 lives in, but I may not do my 4 o'clock. So tomorrow I'll be on my regular schedule, 10 and 4. Saturday, probably not my regular schedule. Definitely, I'm thinking 10 and maybe like 6 or 7. So we'll see. It'll be a little later, maybe 7 or 8. And then Sunday early morning, because I have an event to go to, and then Monday early morning. So I'll end up doing maybe 1 a day on Sunday and Monday. So we'll see what that looks like. But this month is my month where things are a little uncertain in terms of my schedule. For the next 2 weeks, I have some travel that's happening for my birthday, and some things I'm doing. So I'm gonna muster through this month. We'll see what it looks like. So we'll see. Hopefully, I don't miss any days. That's my goal. I don't want to miss any days, but I think it's going to be a little interesting to try to keep things going. Pals, are you still over here? She asked me earlier, where am I going for my birthday? Let me see if she's still here. She asked me earlier. If she's not, then I'll say it another time. I'm supposedly, it's not certain yet. I'm not certain. Maybe I should say that. I'm not certain. I have an inclination. It's actually a surprise. This is a milestone birthday, so it's 50 for me. And so it's actually still a surprise. And so I haven't stressed him yet about telling me. I think I'm going to probably ask him next week to tell me. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate the happy birthday. So I think I'm going to stress my husband next week and be like, okay, now I need to know. But yeah, so it's pretty nice of him. It's somewhat of a surprise. Like I said, I have an idea. All right, friends. Thank you all for being here. I'm gonna get off. Appreciate all the support. If you are new to the room, make sure you have followed the live host, and if you have not joined my fan club, go ahead and click the join up here, and that's how you join the fan club. Claim your points in the meantime. Click the fan club anyway. If you are already a member, if it has a plus symbol in the heart, that means you have some points to claim. So click there to claim your points. Claim your points so that you can level up in the room. And that's what that means. That so it goes from 1 to 50, and you're leveling up in the room. And then make sure you set the live goal. I mean, there's a live notification so you can come back to my live. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I usually am about a 15-minute late, 15, 20 minutes, depends on what's happening. But I go live on YouTube first, and then I come over here to TikTok. So I'm always co-streaming. Hey, Misty, thank you so much for grabbing that daily heart, me friend. So I'm always co-streaming, always doing that. Thank you so much, Remus. Remus, thank you so much for being here. Hi, friend. I'm about to get off, but I appreciate you all being here. So I'll be back. Thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, gifting. Appreciate all the support. Thank you all for supporting that quick impromptu battle. And then ultimately, I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. All right? We're not we're not trying to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to simply go live. All right? Thank you so much. Porch Taco family, you coming on too, friend. Oh my gosh, I'm about to miss you. Thank you all for being here. I'm about to head off. I know she just popped in for a second. So I appreciate you all. TikTok's trying to push people in the room, but TikTok, I'm about to leave. So it's after 7 o'clock. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you all for coming through. Um, um, Lately, practice makes frustration laugh out loud. Just wanted to say hi. Welcome, friend. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Um, I think that's the thing about it. I will tell you guys. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that daily heart me. I will tell you it is very important that you give yourself grace on this. Give yourself grace. Those first 90 days. Think about a job. You're in a 90-day probationary period. When you start a new job, you're learning, you're growing, you're meeting new people, you're trying to figure out how the app works, you're trying to figure out how it responds to you. You deal with other external factors that may not give you all the things you need to grow and train. Yep, can I feel it? Yep. And so same thing here. If I've never said that it's an easy climb. As you can tell, you got ups and downs. Even somebody like me who has been doing this for a minute, there's ups and downs. So we just go with it. And when you get to the point where you're like, oh, well, it should look like this, and you have expectations of the app, that's when it changes. That's when things change, and you're like, well, wait a minute. I thought I should feel and look like this, and it does not. Okay? So, but what I will tell you though is it takes time, it takes consistency, it takes showing up even when you're feeling like, oh, what's gonna happen, and you show up and you're excited about the people you're engaging with. Yes, thanks for this encouragement. You're welcome. You're excited about the people you're talking to, even if it's just a few people in the room, even if it's not the room you thought it should be. You're still showing up and you're supporting and you're doing what you need to do to kind of keep the train moving. Okay, so energy level matters. What you're talking about matters. Using some of the other features and other things in the app, that matters. So you're learning as you go. You're seeing what works and what doesn't work, and you keep showing up. All right. And so I think there's something to be said about like managing your expectations as much as possible. And if you have expectations that it's going to look and feel a certain way all the time, then I would say, be careful about that, because that's where, you get wrapped up into, being disappointed. And there's nothing to be disappointed about. I can tell you this, I'm hungry. I'm ready to go eat some dinner. And so I've done 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. It's 2 hours and 24 minutes. And so little stuff like that, I was like, okay, TikTok, you got my time. I've done almost 5 hours today between my 10 and my 4. I've done some content. I got to do one more piece of content today. And so little things like that, I'm like, hey, I'm going to keep going even when it feels awkward and uncomfortable and all the things are not going my way. So I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Thank you for the confetti. And so I don't want you guys to overthink this. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. When you start overthinking it and having high expectations of it, yeah, I think. But again, this is, to me, it's like these are the life lessons. These are the things we tell ourselves all the time. Keep practicing. Keep working on it. Keep doing it. Because We're still learning and growing. I'm still learning and growing. There's still things. I go to trainings and I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, that's great. You know, and so just keep that in mind. A lot of that matters too. A lot of that matters as you're learning and growing the strategies and tips that's going to help to improve your stream. Okay. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, practice makes progress. We're not trying to be perfect. Okay. Give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself. Be patient. All right. Be patient with the. I would say be patient with TikTok, but TikTok is it's hard to say that. So I'm gonna say yourself because you'll get here and you're like TikTok. But be patient with yourself. Okay. All right, friends. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Thank you all. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Thank you, friends. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the support. Take care.